Trying to get me killed. James Held at IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got the Leeds Warrior, Mr. Josh Warrington. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm alright. You're an elusive fella, aren't you?
Finally good to catch up with you.
I'm going country to country to catch you. I was in Vegas for days. Do you think I could
I'm
get you in the media
where's
room?
James? I've just seen you going from blackjack table to craps to roulette. You must have done your mortgage.
Allegedly. What's the crack then? What's happening?
Good, mate. Yeah, just back from Vegas. Brilliant. Loved it over there. Got a real good buzz going over there, James. You know, I think I'm walking around setting up half the time. I just loved it. Loved being part of the build-up, and obviously the Frampton fans are brilliant. All the Irish, and you know, I spoke to a few of them. All very respectful. Of course, the fight were amazing, and just sat there being ringside amongst.
Taking it all in.
Yeah, I mean, George Linares were to right of me. Badu Jack was sat over the side. There were Floyd in front. There was Shane Mosley. I like a kid in a sweet shop. I had a smile from ear to ear. You were buzzing to be amongst that, but then just seeing little things like there were buses and taxis with the banner all over, and there were a big like LED screen what was showing the fight. I thought, that's where I want to be. Yeah, definitely. Like there were a blackjack table what had Frampton's. They had the poster on it, and I thought that's class. That's where I want to be. You know what I mean? I could imagine being over there and the fans coming over to be part of it. It'd be just brilliant. So give me that little bit more kick up arse. And not like I needed it, but you know, buzzing to go again.
Bit frustrating for one of your rivals, Lee Selby, and the fact he did all his preparation, didn't get his big moment that we just spoke about.
Yeah. That
moment he worked towards getting in Vegas, being on the big card.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Empathy for Lee Selby.
Do you know what? At first, I thought I could tweak something about this, but then I thought, you know what? You know, rivalry aside, even though he's been a knob about me and other things about my wedding and this and other, I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do it, because the thing is, I know what it's like as a fighter not to be fighting. I mean, you don't fight, you don't get paid, and we sacrifice a lot, you know, training, dieting. I mean, he looked like an Ethiopian weighing, didn't he? Like he looked, you know, obviously he said to you with that dehydrated, he could have cried, but it's hard when you get so close. I mean, no fighter should fight out that late. I mean, he's about to step on scales and he finds out he's not going to fight. I mean, yeah, this is it. It is frustrating, and it's 1% sympathy for him, but at the same time, it's opened things up for me. I mean, probably more sympathy for his 5 fans who've went over. You know, I said they got home safe anyway. I said him getting a taxi from Heathrow, so yeah. But yeah, it's obviously it's not nice, is it? But in the same way, it's been a little bit of a blessing for me, because you know they were talking about him and Frampton if they both came through the fights, and I felt like I was being frozen out of picture. Obviously, they've both got world titles, so more of a negotiation power than me at this moment in time. But with Frampton not getting the decision against Santa Cruz, they're probably looking at getting a third on. Where does that really put Selby? I mean, he wants a big fight, he wants a payday, he's not been boxed for ages. He's always talked about coming to Leeds and beating me up, and I'm easy work. Come and beat me up then, do you know what I mean? It's like, if I'm that easy, you're not going to break a sweat, then I'm here, you're going to get a massive payday. Apart from going over to Belfast and fighting Frampton, there's no other payday what's going to be as big. What you're going to fight Abner Mares? Yeah, if he carries a title, but it's all about that, you know, at the end of the day, he's got his world title, you know. The people of Leeds want to see it. People all over have said, you know, it's easy work for Leeds. I'm out in May 13th. After that, I'm available now, to be honest with you. You know, I'm a bit frustrated. I got a bit pissed off with everyone saying, oh, you bottled the fight, you don't want it, you're getting married, and bollocks. Why do I not want to fight someone who's calling me a cunt? You know, it's like, the thing is, obviously they build it up as a rivalry. You're both in the same division, but he took it to the next level by, you know, he never gives me credit on any of my fights. I've always given him credit. I've never said he's a bad fighter. It takes a good fighter to win a world title. It does, and he's done it well. And yeah, he's vacated all the titles coming up, and he's always looked good in his fights and stuff like that. But I've always said I'll beat him. And the last couple of fights, he's shown a lot of flaws. And you know, any time I've boxed, it's oh yeah, he's done alright, but I've done a lot better. And then when the fight was meant to happen, and it didn't happen. Earlier last year, I had no but stick off his team, off with Jamie and Chris, and taking the Twitter. I mean, come on, man. Steve doesn't know stuff like that. My manager, he didn't take to Twitter, keep bitching away. You know, just let us fighters do it. So, well, hopefully we get it done this year, get it sorted. I want to be amongst the mix. You know, that's given me a buzz going over there. So, get back out against hopefully Martinez, and then yeah. I mean, I've been out. It'll be 10 months by the time I get back in ring, James. You know what I mean? It's a long time. Footballer's not been playing regularly. When he comes back, it don't matter how much you do on training pitch. Touch might be a bit off, a bit slow in pace, and that's same for a fighter. You want to get momentum behind you and keep on going regular. But yeah, straight back with a good name in Kiko.
Big marquee signings at BoxNation and BT Sport. The fact that you've made that switch over to come over to this side. Can you talk to me and elaborate on that for a little bit?
Yeah, obviously coming to. I mean, I touched a little bit with Cougar over there, but didn't really go too much into it. But the contract will come to an end with Matchroom. And listen, I had a brilliant time with Eddie and the team at Matchroom. Made some good pals with him, especially like Frank and Darren. You know, Darren, really good lad. You know, the driver. He doesn't probably get as much credit as he deserved as Darren. He's like a cog in the Matchroom team.
His colours, man.
Yeah, listen, he's my mate as well.
Joke,
my mate, he's a class fella. He's got time for everybody, and
he's a good fella.
There's a lot of favours for us building up to fight night. And even like the security team who they have working for them, real good lads. But you know, sometimes you've got to look out for number one. And you know, my contract's coming to an end. Steve and my dad had to keep their ears open to other people. There's a lot of people, promoters interested. ITV were interested. You know, Frank and BoxNation and BT were interested in just speaking to them. They're real excited about getting us forward and making a world title shot. And it's a short career. And you want to be hearing stuff like that. I mean, Scott Quigg had been moved up to featherweight, and all of a sudden he's leapfrogged me. He's got a date, boxed on last card, and I think towards back end I was waiting for the date, and there were talks of, putting an offer to celebrate just before last Christmas, and it never went out. Then I'm going to go to Monaco on like 3 weeks' notice, and it's like, we need a bit more direction. I mean, Katie Taylor had more dates than me. You know what I mean? We're meant to be one of his flagship fighters, and we won't get in that thing. So I'm not going to sit here and criticise, because, like I say, brilliant time, and we left it on good terms. I had a good chat with Eddie before we moved on. But it's next stage of chapter, and like I said, Frank and all the team are dead excited to be going forward, and he said to me, giving me his word, that he'll do all he can to get us a world title shot.
Leeds Warrior is now changing to Leeds Warriors with the addition of Nicola Adams. How do you feel about sharing your town, your stage, your spotlight with a two-time Olympic gold medalist?
There's only one Leeds Warrior, I'll say that first off. But
you can tell Nicola that.
But you know what, James, for a long time I've been saying on the card, because I think people are bored of me saying it now, but I've said I want to fly the flag for City of Leeds and Leeds boxing. And mate, we've got some good talent in amateurs. We've got like Jack Bates and Kez Ashfaq and Nicola, but we've got some good pros as well. Like up until last year, like Damo Jones were flying. We've got Adel Anwar and some more real top talent coming through. And the fight often at Leeds Pavilion, but they should be on the card, getting the names out there. And I've said for a long time, it's a Leeds show, and I'm on a Leeds fighter fighting on it. I mean, it's all right having other big names on it, but get some Leeds talent. That's what it's about. When you go to Manchester, you see Manchester fighters on the card. You see Liverpool fighters on Liverpool on the card, and there's just me there flying flag on my own. So I said, come on, get it sorted. And now we've got someone like Nicola. Brilliant. She's got the crossover appeal, for women's boxing, gold medalist, created history in sport of amateur boxing. She's double Olympic champion, and now she'll bring another set of fans coming over, fans who followed her throughout the Olympics, but probably not been down to Leeds Arena. They'll come down and see what it's like, and it's going to be bouncing on May 13th. A lot of people have withdrawal symptoms from not being down there for a long time, so I'm excited to be back. I've missed it. I mean, if fighting at Arena, if it were a drug available, like, standing on ramp, getting in ring, having a tussle, and having your arm raised, and if that were a drug, I'd be an addict. Because there's no other feeling like it, James. I get pissed in between fights and stuff like that, but that's sort of all to fighting. It's an addictive drug, and I can't wait to be back out. I miss getting punched into the face.
Quite finally, thoughts on Sutton United turning over Leeds?
We won't talk about that. I'm glad I'm away, but we're not bothered about Poxy Tin Pot Cup like FA. Are we? We want promotion, we want to be back amongst the big guns, back amongst Scum and City and Chelsea and Arsenal, so that's where we belong. So listen, Leeds promotion, Josh Warrington world champion 2017. Double whammy. There'll be some parties going on in Leeds.
Mate, thank you very much for giving me
Nice to
some time
speak to you.
today.
Nice
Good
to speak to
finally
you.
get a chat with
Yeah,
you. You're an
yeah.
elusive man, I tell you.
Top man.
Catch you soon.